Hello, hello. Welcome back. This is Joshua Sohn, and we are composing live, where we have an up close and personal look at how music is made. Today, we're continuing where we left off last time on the cover for the hit TV show Silo, and it's the main titles theme for the show. I've been actually saying his name wrong, so I apologize. I said Atli Örvarsson. It's actually Artli Örvarsson, so excuse me on that last week. Artli Örvarsson is a composer, and we are going to study his work for today. Really fun stuff. It has a lot of sound design elements that actually surprised me because, as far as the composition goes, it's a fairly simple composition, really cool sound design effects and string bends and all sorts of things that is like really hard to achieve just on the spot. So last week we did a kind of a baseline of getting the sounds going. I also did spend like a good, I don't know, hour or so previous to just try to get some of those sounds a little bit tighter and better. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? And as we do this, please do like and subscribe to this video and to my channel. If you're on Twitch, also trying to make a push for more followers, so please do like and subscribe. Actually, they call it follow. So anyways, let's go ahead and press play and see where we left off last time. This is not the original recording. This is my version of it. Okay, that's where we left off. I did add some drums and kind of polished a few things here and there. Mainly, I should mention, is this part here. Let me if I can find it. It's a loop of some sort. I actually used this instead from compared to last week. I think what I did last week was the stuff that's muted over here. Let me just show you what that would look like. All right, and let's see what I did here. Okay, so this is the rendered version of the stuff down here. And so I kind of went more clicky as opposed to what I have in the next spot. Hey guys, Shard, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. So that's what I had, and then I think I added some other thing to that, like a heartbeat. But then as I listened to it more, I decided to try to find that sound, and this is what I ended up finding. This is from Omnisphere, and if I can load that in for you, it looks like this. Zoom in just a little closer, you can see that. I just got it from one of their default or stock sounds called Windy Thud. And that's the sound. I mean, it's really close to the original, I feel like, and that really adds a lot to what's going on in this part. So I'm going to press play again one more time. There's something about it. It really has that like kind of thuddy, gritty sound. I mean, it works really well for the show because the show is also out of on a different planet. It seems like I think it's actually on Earth, but it feels like you're on some other planet, and it works really well for that. So other than that, we got the sounds, these little sound design elements. I ended up muting a few more of those to strip it down and find something that was as close as possible. With that being said, let's go ahead and move on, shall we? So now what we have going on here is this next section at measure 18, if you can see up here. And then when I refer to measures, you can see it up top, but you can also see it down here on the very bottom. So I'll usually refer to bars or measures in certain times. And in case you don't know, that's where to look. All right, so right here we have the original recording on the up top yellow area. And I'm just going to press play to see what else we're missing, listen to the drums a little bit closer and see where we can go. I'll let that play a little longer. Okay. And we'll stop there. So there's this voice that you hear on the next section at measure 26. But from even 18 and 26, there's a lot still missing, I feel like, compared to my my version. So let's listen to what I have. I think what's missing is just more of that mid-range, mid-low range of some kind of drone that should just really cover it. And also the strings here just sound a bit more, I don't know, gritty and not as open, maybe is the word. Let me listen to that original again. So there's a lot more reverb just overall. I feel like maybe just overall on the whole entire track, but the strings could use a little less. And let's see how that would work. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so first off is if we can just get it a little quieter, I guess, is the question. Maybe just drop some of that down. Do I have any other strings going? Might want to layer it. That might help too with just getting some of the room tone. That's an idea. Let's also think of ways to get that more of a reverb tail going. So like maybe we need to go 5 seconds, something like that, 5.5. Maybe we need to add more of it, just more sends into it. So these are all ideas. This is violin 1, violin 2, same idea. I gotta bring that way up, and let's just see how that plays with everything. So I'm just getting violins 1, 2, and viola in there. What about these guys? Yeah, these guys also have it. Might as well just do a whole grouping of that. And then, another thing that we can try doing is maybe EQing the sends. I find that helps. So if I can find it from here, that'd be great. I don't think I can. Let me just go to my mixer here on the other computer or the screen. And I found it. So over here, we have the reverb send or aux track, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of that in there just to see. Okay, there's stuff like that. I feel like the piano is a little loud. There's also a little bit of a solo cello that we're missing, so all of that's gonna help. Let's listen to the piano one more time. Okay. Maybe this just needs to go down in terms of velocities. It's also on that side of things too. So let's just bring maybe that down to the right hand. Okay. Okay, good. So all of that is helping to just gain more of that ambience. So we need that, I feel, to have it create a certain vibe. So okay, so we got that. Now I mentioned we're missing some kind of drony mids. There's also the solo cello. So maybe we'll start with a solo cello idea, adding that into the mix here. So this actually is my solo cello here. And this is something I just transcribed earlier. So I'm actually probably going to perform this in instead of copying, pasting, because then we can get a little bit more feel to it. So what I'll do, though, is let's go ahead and grab this guy. And I'm going to put this below. And I'll just use a Tinagro cello for now. And let's see how this goes. So this is kind of a trick that I have where I can see my notes. Let's see. Okay, let's try a little bit now. Okay, so that's one take. One thing I might change is this right here. This is my legato transition speed. All right, let's see if that helps. All right, that's the Tina Grow cello that I mentioned, but I also like to audition different cello solos or any type of instrument really, and see which one's better. Sometimes I just layer them together. So let's do this. I'm just gonna re-perform this on a different patch, and let's go ahead and just do the same thing. Open up my cheat sheet, go to the other patch here. Here we go. Let's try again. All right. Lila Foe's in the house. Tactical Illusions in the house too. Hey, how's it going? Lurking and listening. Yeah, that's actually a great word for this for this track in particular. It's a very lurking kind of track. So let's go back and forth. I'm going to just hear the initial note. The Tina Grow cello is a bit more ambient and kind of gives more room tone. Let's listen to the other one. This one seems more intimate. So I liked the other one more, so let's just keep that and go on to the next part. Yeah, so hope everyone's doing well. Hi, Sam's in the house. Hello, hello. Okay, so I think we'll keep that going. As far as the drums, I did notice that I started the drums halfway, but I didn't finish it. So what I'll do is just double this up, like so. I'm gonna double it up here, and I think it ends a little different. There's a bit more drum stuff at the end, so we'll come to that afterwards. Let's go to the drone area. So we got low, mid drones that we need to fill up, and I think that'll be it. I mean, unless there's something I'm missing here, but let's try going to our drone section. So one idea I had was using something like this. Whoa, hello. You know, something in that realm that just helps fill up space, but also gives it a little more character. Let's see what this is. It's pretty gritty. I think we need something like that. So there's one idea. Another one is just more of a cleaner drone-y sound. So and we can maybe do both. Let's see how that goes. And my thought is maybe we just keep it on one note. B flat would work well, but I don't think that would be the right note. It probably has to go on the tonic. Okay. Maybe let's try a different sound. Let's go to this one. We might have to change up the notes. Well, actually, this one not so much, but the other one maybe. So let's try this one real quick. Let me actually do this and solo that. I'm way down. I need to go right about there. Okay. I don't think the mod wheel does anything. Okay, so let's do something like that and see how that sounds. Good. Okay, I'm gonna layer this as well. Okay, this will help just give a little bit more edge. Although I think the volume control is actually on the other one, so let's move this over here. Okay, so there's a little bit more edge to that. So if we were just to solo our pads, let's just do that and see what else we can add. I mean, we could do something a little bit higher, maybe. Let's, This is basically the same notes, but we can keep this going too and see what happens. So we're just creating some ambience. I'm kind of curious to go an octave higher and see what happens. Here's some drones. I forgot to add that in. Good, good, good. It's a little bit right heavy on the stereo field here. I hear a lot more on my right side than my left. I'm trying to actually see which one that is. I think it's this one. Interesting. I'm not sure why this one is so far off to the right, but it is. So I don't know if I need to repan that and see if this goes to the left a little more. It's a little more centered now. Okay, so let's do that, and then let's hear how that sounds. If it's too loud or anything, we can change that. All right, so now the test is see if how that compares to the original. That's the way to get your sound to a certain level. I'm a little afraid to compare and see what it sounds like. I feel like something else is missing, but I really need to listen to it. Here we go. Okay, I think I know what we're missing. We're missing a da 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 da. Do I have that? Okay, so we're missing the da 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 da. There's like a piano or some kind of synth keyboard that's doing that. Okay, there's also like a. I think it's like a choir or something, or a vocal. Maybe not. It's more like a wow. I'm not sure what instrument that is. So that's more of a sound design element to it. It's like a pad, but it has a certain release, like a swell that's happening there. So we gotta find that sound. But okay, so let's go back and do this real quick. So what I notice is this is panned to the right a bit. Okay, so we're gonna pan that to where it should be. We're gonna add the do 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 do. So let's find that. Hello, sorry. So I already have some sounds that I picked out last time, and this is from Diva for anyone that's curious what patches I'm using. And put the cutoff filter down. So something like that, or you can do both. I kind of like this one better. I have to get in the right. But I'm not sure if that's the right one now. Right there, maybe. Good. I think we need to pan that to the left. Okay, so there's that. Yeah, panning to the left is probably a good choice. Let's go there a little bit, and then, oh, oops, sorry, that's the wrong area. Let's try that again. Right here on this side. So about that much. Maybe a little more. Okay, as you can see with the low end, there's quite a bit there. So we'll filter that and see if that helps. We could use a little more reverb, I feel, so let's add send. Boom. Okay, let's do it about that much. Let's try again. Okay, great. Easy. Same 4 notes over and over. We'll put a little bit of a quantize on that to clean it up. And then there's that sound I was talking about earlier. It's like a wow. Okay, so what note is that? It's a B flat. So what we need to do is we need to get like a pad that has a swell mechanism to it. Kind of like that, but not so 80s sounding. You know, so I don't think I have anything in my template, so I need to find that. And whenever we find sounds, it's fun, but it's also very tedious. So I'm gonna have you sit back and enjoy the search of sounds here. So we're gonna go to maybe one of these guys. I'm gonna just double it. And I'm going to put it in the pads. Okay, and I'm using Diva right now. I'm not sure if Diva is the best. Actually, I'm just gonna I'm gonna change my mind here. I'm gonna put this into a pad, or maybe even like a lead. This might be even better. And then I'm gonna actually use Omnisphere instead of Diva. By the way, Omnisphere 3 came out. I don't know if anyone has had the privilege of working with Omnisphere 3, but this is still 2. Let's see here. I'm going to just type in some words. I feel like a swell. I don't know if that will help out, but let me just add all. Let's say, it's kind of stringy. Let's listen to one more time, actually. I'm not sure what that is, actually. It's such a weird sound. I would say, let's just say swell for now. And let's go to dial it down a little bit more. Pads and strings is a safe bet. Actually, you know what would be better? Synth poly or synth mono, one of those two. Synth long even would be cool too. Let's hear that. Let's put it under film. Okay. Still shows up these guys, so let's see. It's a B flat. And it's not playing. Let's see why. There you go. There you go. Something like that. All right. By the way, if Tactical Illusion is still there, thank you for letting me know about the different channels and categories. So I actually moved that, and I'm in the music channel now. Before I was in Music Composer, which made sense, but I think that made my Twitch visibility not as apparent. So big shout out to Tactical Illusion. That actually works pretty well for our purposes. Let me just look at maybe 5 more sounds. So not that one. Oh, hello. Yeah, I'm learning a lot about Twitch. I didn't really invest too much time into it, besides just learning how to do the dual streaming. But it's really cool. I'm learning a lot about the Twitch side of the world. It's way different. Okay, let's see here. I kind of like the brassy swells. Although it does a bit too much vibrato there. But it's cool. If there's a way to get rid of the vibrato, I'll do that one. Okay. I think this will be fine. I'm actually curious what Mars Rover would be though. Nah. Okay. So we'll go to brassy swells. This one here. Usually if you double click on it, it goes away, but maybe not. So let's exit out. Okay, and then we're gonna have to just tweak the preset patch here. So we have the rate. Let's bring that rate down on the LFO. And then let's bring the depth down. If it's not this one, it's the other one. Well, actually, this covers both, it looks like, huh? Why is it doing that? Yeah, that vibrato is a little funky. It would work. I guess we could just try it and just see. But I'm not sure how to get rid of that. Maybe is it just embedded in there? It's a saw. Analog, phase. I'd imagine this rate is the one that fixes it. Let's see in the effects real quick. Oh, that's why. Okay, there's a tremolo effect right here. Let's get rid of that. Still doing it. Oh, this one too. Maybe this retroplex, whatever it's called. Let's get rid of that too. Let's just see. Still doing it. That's funky. Proverb analog chorus. Maybe the chorus effect. Let's get that down. Let's bring this down. Okay. I think that should do it. It's still doing it though. I'm still hearing a bit more than I would like. That is a weird. Maybe it's just embedded in here. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see how that would sound with all of that. Yeah. It kind of works, but yeah, it's a little distracting actually. I mean, that's the sound. It has that tone, but we're going a little too vibrato-y. So I'm trying to think, do I just need to turn the chorus off completely? No. Still doing it. So I guess we go to plan B. So this one's called Brassy Swells. I'm going to name that right real quick. Brassy Swells. Let's find a different one that's similar to that but doesn't have such crazy vibrato. So let's go to I kind of like that end stage. It's like a Nord that it's trying to emulate here. Okay, that's kind of cool. The Oberheim Poly synth. Let's see here. That might work. Let's see. Nope. I'm just randomly finding stuff. I think maybe that Oberheim poly one. Although the brassy swells has more of that character. We could make this work, but there's something weird about that vibrato thing. I don't know if I can get rid of that. Let's see. Okay, so do I need to change these up? Is that why? Okay, actually, let me do that one more time. Let's go back to the first one, and I think I might have figured out something here. So we have different LFOs. It's selected on one, but I wonder if these all are affecting it. So like if I just turn the rate off on everything. Let's see if that fixes the problem. Aha. Okay, so I was in the right spot earlier. I just realized that there's different, I don't know, so there's 8 patches or 8 layers, but I don't believe this relates to the 8 up here, so that's what was kind of confusing me. I thought that was a different thing altogether. Okay, so we got that. So now it sounds a little flat. So we're gonna add a little bit back, I guess, and just see if that works for what we were doing earlier. Good. Okay. So that's sort of the feel that I'm gonna go for. Just gotta get the swell just right. Let's add a little bit of reverb. Let's see. Let's put the Valhalla in here. Okay, sounds good. And then I did have some effects on here in the preset that I ended up turning off. I'm just curious how it sounded if I added back some chorus back in. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what I'd be doing on that end, but so there is some effects already on. Let's just see what the hell these things did. So this is more of a delay effect. Okay. All right, so we're putting back in. Let's try it again. Okay. So that's the practice run. There's also a lot of reverb happening. I'm not sure what's actually tailing here, but it's just going on and on and on, isn't it? Wow. Is it coming from this? Well, let's see here. I'm actually curious now. I'm going to pull in my mixer here. What is doing that? There's something tailing, and it's like, whoa, that's so long. Let's try it again. Oh, okay, right here, synth pad. Okay, so there's something going on there. It's got to be in my pads. Okay. Is it this guy? It's probably this guy. Holy moly, that's really long. Huh, doesn't make sense. Okay, well, we'll get to that. I'll fix that. That's kind of a just an extra side quest here. All right, so let's move on to our next thing here. Being an affiliate, woo! Yeah, Lila. Okay, so what am I trying to do now? I got distracted. Let's figure out if that worked with that pad sound right here. Okay. The only thing I'm hearing is it's a bit sharp. Like the pitch actually is going up in a weird, undesirable way. So if I can fix that, then we're good to go. Did you hear that? It kind of goes sharp for a second. I'm not sure why. I think this is modulated. So let's go ahead and unmodulate this. There you go. You can tell when it's modulated by the blue hue right there and then the knob. So let's try that again. Try again. Gotta sneak it in more. Let's try that again. And also, I don't know why this is white and muted looking, but it's working. Awesome. So again, the coloring on this is funky. Let's just fix that. Boom, look at that. Okay, I think that works. Let me just sneak in this volume a little bit more on that second time. All right, and I think we're good. Sam, SD Sheridan is asking, have you seen Glade? Yes, I have actually. I downloaded that and I was playing around with it. It's pretty cool. I actually was enjoying just noodling around on it. Yeah, and it actually comes with Glade Studio, which I didn't really get to mess around with, but that's pretty powerful. It has different mic positions if you get the studio version, and it's free. So yeah, highly recommend it. Anything that Orchestral Tools makes, it's always thumbs up for me. Okay, so what we got going on? Or actually, sorry, Audio Imperia, right? Yeah, same thing. Thumbs up for me. So let's go to the drums now, and I think we can move on. So what we're going to do is we're going to listen to the drum groove in general for the original recording and see if there's anything else to add or subtract. Okay, so there's like a drum fill, doon doon, doon doon on the very end there. There's also this snare hit. Is it this one? Sorry, I'm on the wrong spot. I think it's this one. No, this guy. That one. I don't think it's on this particular bar. Oh, let's see. Oh, okay. It's that one. Sorry, that's that one. So It's not this guy, but it's the break drum that follows after that stuff. That stuff is gone, so let's get rid of that. Also, I feel like the break drum. Oh, I gotta solo this in. Try again. I mean, this isn't the 100% correct sound, but it is a bit too bright sounding. So I'm just thinking we may have to EQ that a bit. That's gonna be annoying. I have to fix that. Okay, so yeah, I don't know if this is the best sound, but it works for this purpose. Okay, we'll keep that. So anyways, there's no drum, or no break drum, I should say, on this bar. But the snare sound is there. So now the question is this snare sound in the original recording, is that close enough? I don't think so. There's like a psh sound rather than a tuck sound that I'm hearing. So what we might need to do is go back to the drawing board on that. Psh, psh. That's a very unusual snare sound. Let's see if I have something similar. Oh, here we go. Psh. I mean, what could we do? What could we do? Go to this one real quick. It's kind of like that, but brighter. Let's actually open up another one that I have. So we have here. Okay, here's a snare. It's like more of a synthetic snare. So if it's that, we can process it a little bit. Something like that. Hey, is it LBM? IBM? Sorry, I'm having trouble seeing that. Yeah, your question, what string VSTs am I using? It's CSS, Cinematic Studio Strings, layered with Tina Guo's solo cello, if I can talk, and the string contours 2 from Stress Off Sampling. Okay, anyways, I gotta go back here. We're going on the snare drum, and I had that up. Well, it's called Neve, right? Okay, it's over here. Okay, so I mean, I don't want to spend too much time on this, but let's try just a quick experimentation. It has to really. It has to somehow extend out a little longer. I'm not sure if we can do it with this one. Let's try though. So we're gonna turn this into a WAV file, and then let's go over here. Definitely have to add some more tail to the this sample, so we'll put Trying to think what's the best one for this. Let's just do another one of these guys. Okay, we gotta make it less of a hall, more of a plate, maybe. So it's a little different. It's not so short. It's more like a psh. So psh. If we can get a different sound that's like that, that would be good, but I can't find one off the top of my head or think of one. Let's see here. No. I would have to find it in like one of those drum pads. So another thing you could try is we time stretch it, just as an idea. But then, nah. So let's get rid of that idea for a second. Let's find something else. I'm just gonna load up an instance of Contact. And it has to be some kind of drum set that's more like this one here. Let's load it up. It's called 40's Very Own Drums. Let's see if there's anything there. For some reason it doesn't want to load. There you go. I think I got it. Okay, so here's one. Okay, so we'll just go mess around, find something that might have a longer tail. Gotta love that 808. Yeah, I'm not sure if these are kind of short sounds. Not feeling it. Okay, so let's find a different one, shall we? Another one I will go to. Hey, there's Glade. This one's called Drum Lab. Let's go to Drum Lab for a second. And if Drum Lab doesn't have it, you can try that machine drum selection one underneath this. So it's like a very long, so not tight. We don't want tight on this one. We want something that's the opposite of that. Stereo beauty. Anyways, we can just go on and on with this for a bit. Fats. Wet, dirty pop. Okay, that's closer to what I was thinking. Okay, let's see. Huh, interesting. Oh, sorry. Okay, let's try this wet, dirty pop. And we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to take this sample. We'll draw it in. There you go. This guy. And let's go ahead and render it. How do I make strings glissando? Aha, that's a great question. Check out my first stream. I actually explain all of it in more detail. Um, that's probably the best way. But a quick summary is I'm using string contours 2 by stress off sampling for that. So yeah, I actually explain it pretty fast. It's the first thing I explain in that part 1 video of this. So yeah, you can go find it on YouTube, and it explains it in all the detail. So this one's called Drum Lab Wet Dirty Pop. Interesting name. Okay, so we have that. And I think this will be a bit better for what we need. So we're gonna add one of those reverbs again. Either this one, make it more of a plate, dirty plate, and then okay, it's a little better. Something like that, but even then it's kind of like, we need to EQ it. There's a lot of stuff we need to do. Okay. I'm gonna just keep messing with the settings until we get something. Okay. I might layer it with these guys, but for now I'm just gonna focus on the sound and see if we can get something closer. Okay. I'm gonna just loop this guy too, like this. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Let's try transposing that. No, it's not. It's just a bit too punchy for me. So should I maybe? We may have to filter it a little more, like that. But then it's too high pitched, so that's another problem with that. Yeah, so that's a problem. Let me do a couple more things though. Let's try adding. Trying to think what we could do to give it a different sound. Lo-fi was sort of what I was thinking, but I'm not sure if that's the way to go. Let's see. Let's see if it'll even load. Yeah, it's just a certain sound that we're going for. It's funky. Okay, so this one here, I'll just use some presets and see what we can come up with. I just remember this does something to the sound. It kind of changes up the sound a bit. Let's see what this does. Still has a bit too much of a bite. Right, and that one cuts through a lot. Oops. Okay. Whoa. Let's try a different one. Yeah, that's a bit, sorry. Gets annoying after a while. Let's try just a few more. I'm not sure what I'm finding here. Space tail. Whoa. That's cool. Space cowboy. Verby vocal. Huh, interesting. Let's. Wow, very metallic-y. Percussion groover, piano wash. Interesting. Let's try the piano wash. Okay. That's nice. Let's see how this sounds. Okay. Let's add more. Okay. So that's sort of one way to go about it. Let's add this in. Let's do the opposite. Let's give it more high, less low. Whoops. One more time. It's a very hard sound to grab, just out, impromptu. But I think if you were to spend some time on it, eventually you'd find a snare that would really hit the bill. But that's something I would just go for right now, and let's go ahead and move on. Cool. All right, so let's layer that with just another sound we can find here. I forgot I have these guys. This is an old library called Evolve Mutations. If I can find something to layer that. See, that's kind of nice. Like if it just tailed, but that's why I don't really like using these if you're just trying to find one sound, because these are all loops. So then the other option is going to one of these guys again. So whatever that one was. Oh, actually. Was it here? Oh, it's this one. Okay, sorry. So this one right here, that sounds really nice. Let's go and put that in as well. I think we got it. So let's change these notes to E. Let's add another washy effect of what we just did. So over here, I'm going to just do this, put in here. It was called Valhalla Vintage Verb, like that. Cool. So that sounds nice. Maybe too washy. Okay. Blend to taste. Okay, same thing. Sorry. Interesting. I'm not sure why I did this, so let's get rid of that again. Really close. That sounds nice. but I can't really hear that. It's not coming through as much as I wanted to. Okay, so what's going on here? What can I do to make that tail more? Oh, well, I could add another send. We could also maybe add a little delay in there. Let's try delay percussion. The problem with that percussion, though, is it's doing a little bit of the ping pong. So let's not do ping pong. Well, actually, it's not. I mean, it is, but it's not. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, that should work. I think that'll do. I mean, you can hear it when it's solo, but with everything else, it's just being drowned out by the strings, it sounds like. So should we put the strings a little lower? It's not the strings, it's something else. It's probably the pads. It's probably all these guys here. So if I mute this for a second. Let's mute this. Let's mute this. Let's hear it again. It's a little bit more prevalent, but it's just not cutting through as much as I want it to. So what am I doing wrong? We just need to add a lot. Let's do another one. Let's do this one as well. We're going to chain it. Okay. That's not the sound we're going for, but let's see if any of this would help. Okay, it's a little bit better. Okay, and I could just bring it up in the mix and see if that does anything. Okay, so yeah, a little combination of everything, that should do it. Now let's get rid of this annoying pad sound that I am constantly fighting with. If we can get rid of that, then we can move on. And adding a drum fill at the end. So in order to do this, oh yeah, by the way, I had this up to show you guys, but my version of the Golden song from K-pop Demon Hunters is out. I actually released it on Halloween. So if you guys have a chance, go ahead and find it. It's just it's called the Dark Epic version. It's on my YouTube channel as well, so you can find it. But yeah, have a listen, and it was a lot of fun to put together. I actually did a live stream on it about 3 weeks or 4 weeks ago, and I didn't get to finish. So when I had some free time, I ended up doing that. So anyways, I'm on a tangent here. Let's go back to the pads of whatever is tailing so long, which is this guy, Cello Angels. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, thanks, Tactical Illusion. Appreciate it. We got photosynthesis main engine, and for some reason, it's just constantly going and going. So it's got some kind of freeze component. Oh man, look at that size. gain. Shoot. I don't know what the hell's going on. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. This is actually not Cello Angels. It's this one. Okay, that makes more sense. This one is Cycles. This is from Slate and Ash. That's why. So I know there's a way to mess with the filters. I think you go here, or the effects, I mean. And I don't know if this does anything. No, it does not. So we gotta figure out what is actually making it release so long. Maybe this guy. No. So it's not that. This is a weird one, huh? Signal. I'm not too familiar with how Cycles works. Sometimes it's just it has a mind of its own. But I think that's all, huh? You got the filter, you got the effects, reverb type. Huh. Weird. And this is set to 118. I can't change that. Okay. Well, shoot. What do you do? Let's go over here. No, that's something else. If I change it, actually... Whoa, hello, sorry. Bring that down. I think there's some kind of effect on here. Let's just see over here real quick. I don't have anything on the outputs. Yeah, it's a great sound, but man, it's really annoying. So what do? Let's go ahead and maybe not use it at this part. As much as I like it, I don't know what I could do to change that. It could be the mod wheel, but it's still... It's still going. Yeah, so we'll just turn it off here, and we'll go from there. All right, good. Let's add some delay, just give it a little more ambience in that regard. Yeah. Okay. All right, and the last thing is dun dun, dun dun. So there's a little drum fill here with this drum and this drum. I'm gonna go. Is it? It's dun dun, dun dun. Oh, this one maybe not so much. So we'll go dun dun, and then. I think it's just like that. Here we go. Okay, good. Now, is there a break drum on that last part too? No, there's not. Okay, good. I think my mix is just a little brighter than the original. Okay, so let's go on, shall we? So we have this female vocal here. There's also some choir, so that's cool. Let's go and just add that in. So we have this guy. Let's find our choir or vocalist. So the one I was thinking of was this. Oh, it doesn't go that high though. It cuts out on that G. So let's try this one. Is that right? Let's listen to the recording. Okay, that works. So this one is a little more, I would say synthy. So we have to shape it. Okay, so on this, it's a ah. Let's listen to the syllables. Okay, let's make sure that this also overlaps just a bit. Although I don't really hear the legato on that, which it, yeah, it's a little bit too fast. I don't know if there's a way to lower that. Let's see. That's better, I guess. Okay, so let's go ahead now and bring up the volume and do some shaping to that. Okay, so first off, we need to add a lot of ambience to it somehow. The best, my go-to has been just this. So if you don't broke, don't fix it. Oh, actually, let's audition this one. I do have the black hole. I really like the black hole one too. Let's try that. And it's like this. It's pretty good by itself. The one I usually do is just the black hole. Actually, the first one, the default was better. Let's just find some other ones. Dreamscape. It's kind of bright, but it works. Okay, so we'll put that into the mix. There's also choir. The choir, let's see what notes they play. Wow, that's cool. So it's playing a B flat, but it's like a haunted B flat. Okay, so the one choir that I've been using for something like that is from Native Instruments, and they actually have a really good one called Miseria. Man, what's it called? Mysteria, something like that. If I see it, it's the same thing as Thrill, but the choir version. Mysteria. There you go, with a Y. And I think they have some bend, like things that bend a little bit, so that'll be good. Dream. Oh, and usually I don't use the layers So let's see here. How do I get rid of that? Let's listen. Yeah, so there's a layer here. Yeah, well, so what do? To make it more custom, we just have to turn it off. I always forget how to do that. Is it... Oh, we can just turn it off here. So we'll put the volume down, and then we'll just focus on this one. We'll go to atmosphere. Let's do choir, female, and I guess like a either disturbing or dreamlike is kind of cool. Let's try dreamlike and see what happens. Something like that. Yeah. It's cool. These are all really cool. But okay. As you play, you just want to see if it changes. See, this one's bending a little bit, but I'm not sure if it's on the right note. Let's see. I think that's the other problem with these libraries is sometimes it's not pitch centered. Other times they are. See, this one isn't. And then to be able to change it, I think there's an option for that somewhere, or some of them just don't. I forget. So let's see here. Parameters. I think some of them just don't. And then so you just have to find one that actually does change with the pitches. Tuning. See, this is... You can also, I guess, do it this way and just put it on B flat. Man, that's kind of annoying. So right there. I mean, you could do it that way, since it's just holding on one note. It's something like that. Let's see if we can find a different one, though. So let's go to that. Dreamlike, sure. Let's just keep going, though, shall we? Put the volume up a little bit. See, these all don't change notes, which is unfortunate. Vowel sphere. Ooh, that's pretty good. This is more like a horror library, sample library, but it actually works under certain circumstances for other styles. I forget how to get this to change notes. I thought there's a way to change it. Is it clusters? It could be maybe this one is the one that changes notes. Um, okay, so this one changes notes, but it's under cluster. I don't know what that means. So, I mean, we could try it that way. Let's try some other ones. Okay, let's try this one. Evolving. That's cool. Let's try this one. Let's see how this goes. Okay. All right. So let's do that. Let's commit to that one. It's kind of simple, but I don't think you can find that anywhere else. So this one's called wide ambient tritones. Okay, so on that note, if we were to do something with the male choir this time, I'm going to double this. And what we're going to do is we're going to find that on a lower note. Okay, good. So let's see what the low choir does. Oh. Okay. All right, so let's find something similar but different. Oh, choir. Dense. Is there a dreamlike on this one? Not really, That's cool. We gotta find one that does a little bit of waver. Something like that. Oh, there's a lot more. Holy crap. Let's do one of these moves, some minor moves. What chord are we on? G minor? It's interesting. You can just go on forever and ever. Drone. Whoa. So one of these would be good. I think this one. This one kind of wavers. I like that one. So let's try that with the male. So what was that called? That was called On Top 3. Okay, and this is more on the bottom end. Okay. We have to add some effects to this so that it can tail just as much as this guy or this lady. I think if we were to use the black hole, it might work. It might not, but let's try black hole, and we're gonna paste that setting. We'll put this in here as well. And let's hear how that would sound together. Okay, let's try adding this down an octave lower. Sorry. Maybe not octave lower, maybe G. Okay, let's try that. Okay. All right, so let's bring up the female vocalist just a bit. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to add the string tail. There's this tailing here with the strings. Actually, it works pretty well as is, but I felt like the strings kind of tail almost through the bar. I'm just curious how this would sound. Oh, I do have to shape it though. Let's try this. Let's try again. Yeah, okay, so I just shaped all three of those at the same time. Yeah. I feel like we're in space. Okay, so right here, we're gonna add the low end now with like the pads and drones. I'm suspecting it's, where is it? This one right here. So, you know, something like that, the bass line. Okay, we're almost done. So this is the low end right here. I transcribed this last week. So I'm just going to put that in here. And let's just see how that goes. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. That's a good volume. Let's shape it just a bit. Oh, you know what? I don't think this does anything. Okay. That's deceiving. So let's delete this guy. It's actually all in this one, CC7. Maybe put a little crescendo on this. Okay, so what about the mod wheel? Okay, something like that. Let's go a little bit more further this way. Let's get rid of that. Okay. All right. So we got the bass line. Let's fill it up. So what else do we have? We have the strings dropping out for a second. What about drums or anything? It's pretty ambient there, so not a whole lot, but there is this effect here. Do 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 do. Let's put that in, which is up on the synth keys right here. Okay. Good. And then maybe the cutoff filter. Okay. Good. I want to say maybe there's one other thing here. Maybe in the choir. Let's try again. Oh, you know what it is? It's the bass, the drum. So, okay, so there's a drum hit right about here. Okay, so let's get rid of that. So we can just do one hit, but there's like some kind of ping pong delay thing happening. Oh, I mean, it just sounds like boom boom cha cha boom boom. I don't know what that is. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see if this does something. Yeah, there's something else happening with that snare, I feel. So maybe we add it in, but we boom boom cha. Let's see here. It's got to be a lot quieter though. So for the wave file here, bring it down and boom boom cha. It's kind of like that, but it's very faint. Let's bring this down even more. Okay, so over here, let's go. Whoop. Yeah, it's like something like that. It's very faint. Cool. All right, and then I really like what's happening here, but I feel like we need one more layer of something underneath this. So I'm gonna duplicate this track. Sometimes it takes longer than I want it to. Okay, so here, hello. This went up there for some reason. We're gonna go to this one here. Let's make this a cluster or some kind of atmosphere. Okay, I just think we need one more thing that glues this all together. So same idea. Let's just load it in, and this time we'll do atmosphere 1. See, like something like that. It's a bit high. Maybe mixed choir, so not female only. Something on ah would be better. These are and uhs. Oh, by the way, if you guys can't see what I'm seeing, I have the capability of zooming in. I've been messing around with that idea, but for instance, if I go like this, you can see that a little bit closer, especially if you're looking at this on your phone. And even I can go even more like that if you're really curious to see what I'm seeing. Ooh. Yeah, it's a little creepy, Lila. So something like that would be nice to add. It is kind of a little bit Gregorian here. I mean, that one's kind of cool. That might work. Although I think it moves too much. Okay, well let's look at male, just the males. Well, actually, hold on, mixed. Oh, I see. There's more. Actually, there's more options here. So let's keep going with the dreamlike and see if there's any mixed choirs that have a cool ah sound to it. I hope this doesn't give you guys nightmares. So these are mms. I gotta find the ahs. But I don't think there are. There's a lot of mms and uhs. Okay, that's kind of cool. I don't know if it might work if we're in the right pitch. It's really cool though. Anyways, let's go to this. The what do I call it? Move and moan. So this one here, and then let's go to the right pitch. So this would be here, and is there a pitch? Sometimes there's not. Oh, here. So that's what we need to find. I gotta find that. There you go. Dun. Okay. Will this work? I don't know. Let's see. It's interesting. It's a bit muffled to me, but that's a cool sound. All right. Well, let's do one more search and find something similar, but not as muffly sounding, and maybe not as clustery. I've been through most of these. Yeah. Airy Elegy. It's cool. This might work if we go an octave higher, maybe. Oh, hello. Let's see, like this. Okay, let's go an octave higher to that. Did that do anything? The only thing is when you do that, it sounds a little bit funky. Yeah. Okay. One more search. Dreamlike is nice, but maybe that's the wrong one. Maybe we go mystical. Let's try mystical. It's mixed, and let's go and see if there's anything here that's different. Anxious? Whoa. Then yeah, a lot of these are the same. Latin whispers. Yeah, so a lot of these are just sound design stuff. And it's so hard. This is nice, actually. This is actually what I was looking for. Something like this. Let's find this in the right pitch, though. So I was thinking B flat. Okay. Let's go to the pitch. Does that do anything? Okay. So let's do that. Here we go. Is that? Let's see if that works. It kind of works, but not. It's a bit too thick, I guess. I mean, we might be able to get away with some of that if we just EQ. Okay, we're good. And then just moving on real quick. Let's keep this here. All right. Okay, we're getting close to the next part. The next part will have this build up with strings. Let's go back and measure. Okay. So there, let's listen to one more time. I'll listen to the drums too. One more time. Okay, I think I got it. There's maybe like 4 elements here. I just saw your note there, Sam. Well, have a great night, and thanks for watching. Appreciate it. So we're gonna do a couple things. Let's do the drums first. Drums are easy. So let's go to these ones that are green, and we're gonna go bum right here. Okay, so we're gonna go boom, 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 just like that. Boom, 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 boom. And here, let's move. I think it's this one. Okay, and then we're gonna do it again, and then on the last one we're gonna go bum 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 like that. Okay, this is our bass line here. I feel like I need to put a little bit of compressor here. So let's put a compressor and sidechain that to our drums. So let's go to maybe this one. We're going to sidechain our per kits to the bass. This one. Okay. Okay, that gives a bit more space, and it won't sound so muddy on the low end. Okay, and then let's see here. I think there's a thuddy sound here. I guess not. There's no thuddy sound there. Okay, but there's also some hits. Let's go to this. So maybe add that towards the end. There's that. Okay, what else? There's like a snare drum almost sound to what I heard there. So let's add that right here. I think it's just on the downbeat. Okay, I'll bring that up. Okay, so the drums are more or less done. When we go dun 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 dun, let's just bring the volume up a tad. So let's see here. Gotta glue this together so I can see where my volume knob is. Okay, so right here, like that. Something like that. That's probably too much. Okay. All right. So something like that. So we got the crescendo going a little bit there. There's probably a riser effect, I think. Wow, it's so cool. It's a different kind of sound. There's like a downer as well, rather than what I'm hearing here. Well, that kind of works actually, but anyways, there's this sound like a, man, I don't even know what that is, but what I could use is maybe this swell. Even if it's not in there. Something like that. Okay, so let's add the strings and then the solo cello. So there's the string patch, probably like a spiccato thing that we need to do here. So I'll take what I transcribed earlier. This is going to save us a lot of time. And put them, oh man, where should I put them? I'll put them in here for now. And let's see what we have. Okay, put the volume down. Okay, the only thing about this it's weird. It's like everything's flipped. I guess it's weird because I'm used to violins being on the left side, and this one, it sounds like it's flipped. So it sounds like the violins are on the left side, or excuse me, right side. Violas are on their left side, like that. Something like that. Okay, so what we'll do then is really exaggerate what the left side is doing by just adding another layer. And when we do this, maybe I'm not sure if it's octave. No, it's not. That's okay. It's kind of like that. The problem is it's a bit more on the heavy on the right side, so maybe that will help. Okay, and then just adding we want to say cello, but that doesn't make sense, huh? Especially when we're doing all of this before. Anyways, everything's flipped on is flipped on its head, in terms of where the left side is and the right side. Maybe we do think of violin. Maybe we do it like that instead. I don't know what this composer was thinking here. Maybe it's actually violin on the left on the low octaves, and then it's viola and cello on the right. That could be the case. And if viola and cello is playing higher, some interesting voice crossing. But you know, I don't know if cello can play that high, that articulated. But it's definitely worth a try. Maybe not the cello, but the viola definitely can. So that's kind of a weird one to me. Let's see how this goes. Okay, let's bring the volume down just a little bit on these. Okay. All right, and then there's our solo cello. Solo cello. Let's put this right here. And I might want to, depending, actually perform this in again. Yeah, okay, let's do that. So let's go ahead and perform this. I'll just have my notes in front of me, but I like to do that so then I can do some shaping as well. Oh, sorry, wrong octave. Okay, cool. Let's try again. Maybe a little louder on the CC7. Here we go. Again. Cool. Try let's bring this down just a tad. And you know, sometimes for something like this, it's good to layer it. Something like that. Okay. That's saving. Okay, so last but not least, what can we do? There's I think there's some mids missing. So, well, first off, cellos might be a little too loud. Okay, so let's take that down a notch. It's tricky. It's too quiet now. Bringing this up. Try again. This is weird. Let me try this again. Let's bring this one up just a bit. Cool. Okay, I think that should do it. What's missing? There's like a pad that I'm missing. I think it's just this stuff over here. This stuff. I think this droney thing will help. So let's add this back in. All of these guys. Maybe this one. What's this? Maybe not that one. Okay, so let's add these guys in and just see what happens. So we're going to go, whoop. I'll just copy this over to all four. Okay, let's listen. Okay, this one needs to go a little higher. This one is good where it's at. This one's good where it's at. Okay, let's shape it. Sorry. Okay, and then there's a final chord. It's something in that realm, what we just did there. Let's see if this is too muddy with the bass. All right. And let's see how this ends. So there's like a boom. Okay, so a lot of tail, a lot of ambience there. I think this boom's okay. But what we do need is this this reverse sound that we had in the very beginning. And maybe we even time stretch it. Something like that. Okay. This one's a bit too close in my opinion, so let's see if we can do something here. Something like that. Okay, almost there. So let's listen to that entire section now. Maybe we go back just a hair and hear it from here. Okay, let's listen to the recording on the end there. Okay. Okay, so there's one big thing missing. I feel like that's the choir again. It's a very subtle thing. So where is that choir? Choir. It's right here. Okay, so maybe at least the bottom note. Okay, let's listen to that with bass line and solo cello. Oops. Okay, so right there, we're gonna move with it. I have a feeling it's layered or it's harmonizing here with other ones. So let's take the other notes on the female side real quick. Something like that. Let's see. Which one's which? I can't see. Oh, by the way, I am zoomed in this whole time, huh? My bad. If you guys are seeing seeing it zoomed in and I haven't gotten back to it, let me know. I apologize. I know I've been going on this for a bit, so some of you may have left already, and that's okay. But for the viewers who are watching later, post live stream, it's kind of crappy to just see it zoomed up. So yeah, anyways, those are things I need to get better at. I should be able to see my screen and fix that, but I get caught up. So I apologize for those who are watching like the last 30 minutes and realize, oh, actually, I was just seeing something zoomed in the whole time. Anyways, we're here. We're back to our normal zoom and normal view mode. My bad. Here we go. So we're almost done with this section. I'm just trying to figure out a melody, a harmony of something here. At least you can hear what I was doing earlier. Okay, so let's look at that with our solo cello. Okay, let's move along with that. Okay, and this should be A. I'm just gonna move with the cello here. And anything else that I could do here? I have a feeling this right here needs to move as well with everything. Okay, so what's hard about this is it's hard to determine how loud it should be or how much it should grow until you start adding everything else. So I think that one's a bit too much, right? Let's do that. Let's fix that. Good, good. Last but not least, this is a bit too loud, so let's go to 88, 86 even. Okay. Let's do that. Okay. Okay, and then last but not least is our chord. Are these the right notes? I believe so. Let's see. Let's see if this is gonna work here. As is. Okay, and as that plays, I'm gonna listen to the recording. Okay, there's some female vocal. So let's add that back in. Okay, something like that. There's also that here is a bit it tails off a little bit too quick. Let's see. I did have this sound here. It's a little bit different. It's not the right tone. It's close though. Something like that would help with having it resolve a certain way. So there's that. Let's see. Yeah, all of that helps. Is there a drum here? The only other thing is if that bass is playing. I would say yes. Let's go ahead and add that in as well. And how far do we go? We go till about there. Okay. Let's just match it. Oh. Right here. Okay, so let's just match this. And bring it down. Something like that. Okay. like that. Okay, we're getting really close. I think we can go ahead and just listen it from the very beginning. And we should be good. This is where the true test lies, is to see if it sounds good from the beginning to the end. As I do this, I'll go ahead and mesh everything together. For those who are still watching, thank you for your utmost support. Everyone that is watching and making comments, it just helps my channel be more visible, so I do appreciate that. Although I might be ostracizing some with my zooming in and out like this. So if I go like this and go back, sometimes I forget to go back. So I actually did that for about 30 minutes today. So that's my bad. Anywho, you guys can hear it at least, but you know, it's one thing to hear it and another thing to see it. Let's try it from the top and let's hear how that sounds. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna zoom over here. All right. Well, that's it. I think it sounds good. You know, my version probably will have a brighter sound compared to the original mix, and there's something in the original recording that just has like this special sauce that gives it even more of a cohesiveness to it, I guess. But you know, with the 4 to 5 hours we spent on this, it wasn't too bad. So I think whenever you're trying to tackle a really famous tune, famous theme, or opening titles, I mean, I always have to remember that a lot of times they put a lot of time and effort to making it sound very unique. So I think it was a good lesson for me, though. I think I learned a lot about sound design, just really fine tuning certain sounds. Those little details do matter. So thanks for watching and joining me on my journey here. It's a lot of fun to do these. I will make a quick announcements before I go. Next November 14th, I believe, is when another movie that I worked on is coming out. It's called Murder at the Embassy, and you can check it out. There's a trailer on it on YouTube as well. It's actually starring Misha Barton, if you remember her from the OC. And she is a detective, or she acts as a unofficial detective, like murder mystery kind of thing, that's held in like a 1940s-esque period. So it's a lot of fun. If you guys have a chance, put that on your calendar. It'll be out on demand, I believe, but also there might be a select theater run. So I'm not sure if it's out here in Utah, but there are supposedly it's out in theaters in certain locations. I wasn't the main composer on that one, but I did help out on that and did additional music. I also will be releasing a few other things down the road, including some short films that I've had my name on, as well as there's a local film that is coming out from Utah that should be doing some festival runs. So there are a lot of fun things happening. In the meantime, I'll keep doing my live streams and keep making these videos. All right. Well, in the meantime, have a great weekend. I'll see you next time. See ya.